So I've come here because I want to tell you a story about an amazing creature that lives in places like this. Still water, like a quiet river or a small lake or large pond. You might see a real life. Well, you'll find out at the end of the story. So this story is about a long, long time ago when there were no people. It was just animals, and they were still trying to work out the best way to be and the best way to live. And they had help because there were wizards. Now, not like Harry Potter wizards, not people wizards, although we might call them the little people. Tiny little guys that maybe looked a bit like you and I, maybe not at all. But their job was to sort out and help out wherever they could the animals. So this story is about the Woodland Wizard. In a place like this, living in a little place in the middle of the trees and the forest, and enjoying the simple life. Until there was trouble. And on one day in particular, there was a big noise outside and a crashing. Bzzz, bash, bzzz, crash, bzzz, slap, as something flew through his door and right into his table. He looked down and picked up a little bee, a bumblebee. But it looked very strange. What have you done? He said, "Oh, Woodland Wizard, I've made a terrible mistake. I wanted to be able to fly much faster and further to get the pollen. So I got myself some super duper wings, 4 beauties." "I can see that," said the wizard. "But now I can't get anywhere near the flowers. These wings knock them flying. I take the head straight off them before I get anywhere near them. We're all going to starve." The wizard said, "Don't worry, I'll help you." And he used his magic and popped off the 4 big wings and went through his drawers looking for some replacement wings. He said, "Actually, I'm a bit short on wings. I've only got 2 little stumpy ones. They might not be big enough for you. We'll give it a go." And pop, pop, he put on the little wings to the little furry round bee. And the bee went, bzzz. And he wasn't very stable and he couldn't fly very straight. Bzzz. But he was happy. "Oh, these are perfect. I can get right in close to the flowers. Brilliant." And zzz, off he went. So the wizard started to pack up his things when suddenly more noise from outside. Rolling in came this mess of black hair and legs, a ball of craziness, bang, 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 crash, rolling around. "Oh, I can't! Oh, help, help!" He bent down and pulled up and put on his table. He couldn't tell what. He started unpicking legs in all directions. I said, "Oh, wizard, help me." He goes, "What are you?" I said, "I'm a spider. I just went for maximum legs so that I could make a web really quick." He goes, "How many legs have you got?" He said, "I don't know. I just kept adding them onto my head and onto my belly and onto my..." "I can see that. Help me." Okay. So using his magic, he took off the extra 2 from the spider's head and put them down. He took the extra 2 from his belly, pop, pop, and put them down. He took the extra 2 from his and put them down and checked that the 4 on this side and the 4 on this side were all nicely spread out. And he looked well. The spider was like, "Ah, I can do a tap dance. That's perfect, thank you." And off he went. The wizard was thinking, surely I can clear up now. But then, hop, hop, crash. Oh, I thought that was the door. Hop, 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 crash. Oh, I didn't even see the leg of the chair. Hop, 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 bash. Like, what? Any guesses? A frog. He picked him up, put him on the table, but a very strange frog. He said, Frog, what have you done to your eyes? And the frog was like, oh, I've got such a bad headache. I decided to put on really cool eyes so that I could see much better. These guys, I can see hundreds of things at once. But it's given me a terrible headache and I can't shoot at anything. I'm trying to get the flies. I keep missing. You've got to help me, wizard. So the wizard looks at the frog and, hang on, he said, and looked in his drawers. He said, I'm really low on eyes. All I've got are these big round ones. They're going to stick out a bit. And the frog's like, oh, I don't care. Just get these guys off me. So he used his magic and popped off the eyes, put them down, and plopped on, plop, plop, the two big bulgy eyes. And the frog looked around. He said, these look great. I can see in the round. I think I can aim great with these. Thanks a lot, Woodland Wizard. And off hopped the frog. Hop, 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 hop. Whew. So hopefully now the wizard thought, I'm going to shut up shop. So just as he turned to go and close his door, he saw a flash of green and a flash of bright blue. And loads of birds cawing in the sky. And a flash and whoosh, straight through the door and under his legs. What was that? And something went, for goodness sakes, close the door, they're after me. So he closes the door and goes over to look under his chair, and there is a little green lizard. But not an ordinary green lizard, a green lizard with a shocking electric blue tail sticking up in the air. He puts him on the table and, Lizard, what have you done with your tail? He says, I want it to look fancy. I'm a boring green and browny lizard. Nobody thinks me special. Have you seen what Peacock has done? So I chose a beautiful, shocking, electric tail. But it's a disaster. The birds can see me from a mile away. If I didn't have my magic release button and them grabbing my tail and it coming off and me getting away, I'd be long gone by now. But as soon as it grows back, it's bright blue again. You've got to do something. The wizard thought, okay, luckily I've got plenty of lizard tails. So, one more time with his magic, popped off the blue tail and put on a nice normal green wiggly one. The lizard said, be careful, as it's still got the magic release button. He checked, still got the magic release button, you'll be all right. The lizard said, thanks a lot, wizard. And off he went. And none of the birds could see him. So the wizard then looked down on his table and saw that he had quite the collection of bits and pieces. It gave him an idea. He took some clay from the river, because that's where clay comes from, and moulded this shape. And he put on the special eyes from the frog that can see hundreds of things at once. He put on the 6 legs, 3 on each side from the spider. He put on the huge 4 wings he took off the bee. And to finish it off, he plonked an electric blue tail on the back. And he did his magic. And it came to life and hovered in the air like a helicopter. It could fly like a helicopter. It could fly like a jet plane. They can actually fly backwards and apparently upside down. With their eyes and their speed, they're serious predators, and they have bright blue electric tails, or sometimes green. And you see them around lakes like this, especially on a sunny day, and they are real life dragons. Do you know what I'm talking about? Dragonflies. And they are fierce and really, really impressive creatures that we can see here in this country that look like they've come from outer space. But they're just brilliant. So keep an eye out for dragonflies and their little friends, the damselfly. Hope you enjoyed the story of the Woodland Wizard. Bye.